Ready? Okay, so let's start our discussions on Introductions to PSLE Science and 2023 PSLE Science related question. Hello Fatiliana, I'm so excited to share with you on Introduction to PSLE Science and 2023 PSLE Science related questions. Alright, so let's go through the first page for today. So before we enter examinations, so we need to familiarize ourselves with what is PSLE Science all about. So actually for PSLE Science, right, they are single written paper. Okay, so for one paper, it took 1 hour and 45 minutes. Alright, so for PSLE Science paper, right, it's being divided into two parts. Okay, the first one, it will be booklet A, the second one is booklet B. So as usual, so for booklet A, it is a multiple choice questions. So for multiple choice questions, you are being provided with one questions. There are 4 different options that you need to pick the best one. Alright, so far so good, right? So for booklet A, will be comprises of 28 multiple choice questions. That will be total marks of 56 marks. Alright, so moving on from booklet A to booklet B. So for booklet B, it is 12 to 13 questions, open-ended. And then it will be given you total marks of 44. So when you add up booklet A and booklet B, 56 marks with 44, you'll get 100 marks in totals. Okay? So all questions are compulsory. Okay, so we already know what is a PSLE Science paper is all about. So let's go through 5 common PSLE Science mistakes and how to avoid them. Alright, so basically within a short time, right, 1 hour and 45 minutes, you need to answer a lot of questions, booklet A and booklet B. So we tend to not reading the questions carefully. So missing small details or skipping tricky words. This one is very dangerous, okay? So how to fix it? By read each questions twice and double check your answer. Okay? Because every single mark is very, very important. Okay, next one. Using the wrong concept. Okay, so misunderstanding what the question is asking. For example, the question asks you about life cycles of animals, but you answer it different from the concept. So think carefully about the topic before answering. And then the third one, giving incomplete answers. So missing key science words or idea. So how you want to avoid them is by use proper terms and make sure your answer is complete. Okay, so for everyone is good. Okay, so moving on to relying too much on fixed phrases. So we tend to memorize a lot, okay, scheme of the answer. So what we're going to do is here, using memorized answer without adapting to the questions. So in order to fix it, by adjust your answers to match the question's context and check it if it makes sense and logic. And then next one, leaving questions blank. This one, make sure you answer all the questions, okay? Don't miss any questions at all. Okay, skipping hard questions. Okay, so please write something related because it might still get your marks, okay? Remember, every 1 mark is very, very important for your PSLE marks. Alright, so let's move on. We already discussed about what is PSLE and then how many booklets are there and what are the common mistakes. So let's go through on our first questions on what is one effect of deforestation. Okay, so from the word itself, what is deforestation? Can anyone know what is deforestation? Cut trees, correct. Okay, anyone else? Is it busy? Anyone else want to try what is deforestation? From the word itself, actually you can know. Clear out trees, correct. Okay, deforestation refers to clearing of forests. So we cut down the trees. Okay, so deforestation is actually largely used in scale, especially for urbanizations. What else? Farming, agriculture, constructions, and more. Okay, so actually we need to know deforestation is cutting trees, right? But we need to know behind of that. Okay, so what is the importance of trees? So trees plays a very important role in our environment. So Example, producing oxygen, removing carbon dioxide, providing habitats for animals and also plant, and also maintaining the earth temperatures or increase oxygen. Great, correct, easy. Okay, good. Okay, thank you for your response. Okay, so what is one effect of deforestation? So based on the first questions here, right, what can you guess? Increase CO2. Why you say so? Increase in CO2. Increase, easy. Who want to try? Other than easy. Why deforestation can cause increase in CO2? Okay, never mind. So look at the first options here. Cause no more trees to release oxygen. Okay, so the first one, more type of plants and animals. Okay, so when you're cutting down the trees, right, so you will disturb the habitats of animals and plants. So you actually disturbing the biodiversity of the plants and animals itself. So actually by deforestation, right, it may lead to extinction of some species of plants and animals. Alright, okay, next one. So this one, more type of plants and animals. So this one, the first option is incorrect. Okay, because it would be lesser type of plants and animal due to deforestation. Okay, then increase in carbon dioxide. Okay, why you say that increase in carbon dioxide? So easy said it is increase in carbon dioxide. Okay, so why deforestation can increase in carbon dioxide? So when there are trees, right, the trees will take up carbon dioxide in the process of photosynthesis. Alright. Okay, so in the process of photosynthesis. So actually photosynthesis is actually, the meaning would be producing food. Okay, the plant need to produce food. Okay, so when the tree decrease, it will lead to increase in carbon dioxide. Okay, then increase in oxygen. Is it true when deforestation happen, it will increase in oxygen? No, alright, it will not increase in oxygen. Why? Because when there's no left trees, right, so lesser tree, lesser oxygen produce. Okay, next one, lower temperature. Okay, remember, since carbon dioxide increase, right, so carbon dioxide is actually a greenhouse gas which can lead to global warming. So in order, like carbon dioxide increase, so hence it will cause increase in temperature. So the correct answer for question number 1 would be increase in carbon dioxide. Okay, good, high temperature. Okay, next one. Which group of organisms has 3-stage life cycles? So basically, based on what we have learned, right, during your primary 3, primary 4, okay, 3 stages life cycle. So life cycles, there are 2 parts, 3 stages and 4 stages. Okay, so for 3 stages, it starts from egg and then followed by young, and then the last one is adult. So this one is one complete, okay, cycle. Okay, how about the 4 stages? Okay, easy, see? Number 2, tree is false cause butterfly has 4 stages, correct? Okay, so 4 stages, okay, it starts from egg and then larva, and then after that is pupa, and then the last one is adult. Okay, so this one also is one complete cycle. Okay, so looking at the first options, beetle, chicken and frog. So actually, right, beetle has 4 stages. It started from egg and then larva, then moving on to pupa, and then the last one would be adult. Okay, and then so the options 1 you can cross out already. Chicken has 3 stages, and then frog also has 3 stages. Okay, then okay, chicken, frog and grasshopper. So chicken, it start from egg and then young chick, and then the last one is adult chicken. And then frog, it started from, frog also has 3 stages. It started from egg and then tadpole, which is in the young stage, and then it become adult frog. Okay, and then the last one, grasshopper. Grasshopper also has 3 stages. It starts from egg, and then moving on, it become young, which is we call also nymph, and then the last one, it become adult. So the correct options or the correct answer for question number 2 would be number 2 also. Okay, alright, good, easy, easy. Thank you so much. Okay, so moving on to these questions here. Okay, study the following structures. Okay, you can see there for R and S, there are parts of the seeds that being labeled R and S. So, okay, look at structures R and S. So, structures R look like a parachute. I like red apple because green apple so sour. Okay, so structure R look like a parachute. Okay, based on what you can see here, it has a feathery like. Okay, so this help it to catch the wind easily. So this one is for dispersal. Alright, okay, next one. Structure S. How about structure S? You can see here, it looks like a wing, right? Okay, based on what I'm pointing here, it looks like a wing. So this helps it move through the air. Okay, so what is the purpose of R and S? Okay, so let's move on. Both structures will help to seed move away from the parent's plant. Okay, so far so good. And then this process is what we call as seed dispersal. Okay, this one is very, very important because it helps the plant grow in new areas and reduce competitions. Okay, for example, for seeking sunlight, water and nutrients. Okay. Alright, so the first options, obtain sunlight, is incorrect. And then the second one, obtain water, no. Okay? And then germinate. What is germinate? Does anyone know what is germinate? Germinate means the seed grow into young plant. Okay? Okay, this one is just additional informations. So, okay, then the correct answer would be disperse. Okay, so disperse means the seed move away from the parent's plant. Okay, next one. What is this? What topic we are currently discussing about? So basically, we are currently discussing about human digestive system. So we need to find out what is A, what is B, what is C. Oh, good. It is a digestive system. Digestive system is very, very important. Okay. So A is what, B is what, C is what, D is what, and E is what. So basically, there's a graph here, okay, that is show amount of undigested food and organ. So, which graph correctly shows the amount of undigested food leaving each A, B, C, D, and E after having meal? Okay, A is a mouth, correct. Okay, we're starting with, okay, so for digestions, right, you need to remember this one. Digestion start or begin at mouth. Okay, so the amount of undigested food would be the highest at mouth. Okay, so basically based on what you can see here, the graph shown, you look at A. Which one has the highest amount of undigested food? Is it 1, 2, 3 or 4? So basically when you see, right, A for option 1 and 2, you can cancel out already. Okay, so I give you, okay. So A is mouth, B is gullet, okay, C is stomach, D is small intestine, and E would be large intestine. Okay, so again, as I said, mouth, we start our digestions, okay, like at mouth. Okay, then it will pass through to gullet, sorry. So digestions does not take place in gullet. So hence the amount of undigested food leaving the mouth is equal to the gullet. So means you can see here. Okay, based on the bar graph here, you can see. Okay, if I said right, the amount of undigested food at A would be the highest. And then you see at gullet there is no digestions at all, means it would be equal. Okay, so you left with options what? Okay, so digestion takes place in stomach, hence the amount of digested food leaving the stomach will decrease. So at first, during at A and B, the amount of undigested food is the same because at gullet there is no digestions at all. Okay, then when the food enters stomach, the amount of undigested food will be decreased. Okay, because there's digestions occur in our stomach. And then moving on, more digestion take place in the small intestine. Hence, the amount of undigested food leaving the small intestine decrease further. And then for E, large intestine. Okay, so for large intestine, there is no digestions occur. So the correct answer for question number 4 is number 4 also. Okay? Alright, next one. The table shows how animal can be grouped. Okay, so what you can see here, give birth, A can swim. Give birth for C, cannot swim. And then for B, for B, it lay eggs and also can swim. For D, it lay eggs but cannot swim. And then you can see here, what animal belongs to this group? There's beak, feathers, wet food. So which group does animal X belongs to? Is it amphibians? We already learned about this one before. Amphibians, mammals, what else? Fish. But you can see here, the important information would be here. Feathers. The outer covering of birds would be feathers. So, animal X is a bird. Okay, remember the outer covering of a bird would be feathers. So, confirm already, animal X is a bird. Okay, so then, bird lay eggs. Correct. Okay, so what you can cancel out already here? Easy wheezy. When you say that bird reproduce by laying eggs. So, we can cancel our options A and C because A and C give birth. Alright? Okay, then what else? Webbed foot. So bird with webbed feet can swim because their feet act like paddles. So the webbing help them push water, making it easier for them to move forward. Alright, so for these questions, the correct answer would be number 2B. Okay, so let's move on to another part here, which are on booklet B. Okay, so for question number 29 here, so this one is previous question, so this one is on question number 29. So use a pencil to draw a life cycles of mosquito using only words and error. Okay, so before that, this question is actually tested you on life cycles. Okay, this one is you already learned during your primary 3 and primary 4. And then man's impact of the environment during your primary 6. And then for B, state one characteristic of the adult mosquito that classify it as an insect. So you need to recall what is the characteristic of an insect. Okay, this one is very important also. And then, okay, how to tackle these questions is by underlining the keywords. So in these questions, right, characteristic, global warming. So these points here, I think 29A, mosquito has 4 life cycles. Okay, good, because, since Easy Weezy said that mosquito has 4 stages of life cycles, right? Okay, what are they, Easy Weezy? So you can share inside the comment, okay? What are they? So, characteristic of insect we know, okay? It would be 3 pairs of legs, 3 body parts, and then has a pair of antenna or feelers. And then we need to know mosquito life cycle, how many stages are there? Okay, so basically we know, as Easy Weezy said, that the first step would be egg, then moving on to larva. The third one would be pupa, and then the last one is adult mosquito. Good, correct. Thank you so much. Okay, then use the graph or data given to support your explanations. And then the fourth one, summarize concisely, always link changes to the cause. Let's say, what is global warming? So you need to know, familiarize yourself with this kind of words, global warming. So if global warming occur, what happened to the temperature? Of course, it become higher, right? So when it become higher, faster development. When it's faster development, more mosquito will be present. Okay, so let's have a look at question here. So use pencil to draw the life cycles of a mosquito using only words and error. Okay, you need to follow the instructions. This question asks you to only write in words and errors, so you don't need to don't need to draw a mosquito. Okay, so as you can see, there are 4 stages of mosquito. Okay, then we start from what? Egg, and then moving on to larva, and then pupa, and then it become adult mosquito, and then you repeat the cycle again and again. Okay, so state one characteristic of the adult mosquito that classify it as an insect. So you need to remember what is the characteristic of an insect. So the characteristic of an insect would be first one. It has 6 legs, or you can also write down as 3 pairs of legs, and then it has 3 body parts. Okay, abdomen, head, thorax, and then it has a pair of feelers. Okay, then for part C, John studied the effect of temperature of the life cycle of mosquito. So his findings are shown. Okay, so you can see here number of days and then temperature in degrees Celsius. So explain how global warming will affect the life cycle of mosquito and the number of the adult mosquito. Alright, so I have highlighted the information here, and then actually the graph shows that as the temperature increase, you see here, as the temperature increase, okay, the number of days needed to complete one life cycle decreases. Okay, so you need to familiarize yourself with this kind of information, global warming. And then, let's say if global warming, what happened to the temperature? And then what happened to the number of days needed to complete one cycle? Okay, and then, so for C, how you want to answer for question C? Global warming caused temperature to rise, resulting in shorter days to complete one life cycle. Hence, the number of adult mosquito will increase. Remember, as I said, global warming. So, if global warming, what happened to the temperature? It will increase. And then, what is the result of increase in temperature? Of course, it will shorten the time, okay, for the mosquito to complete one life cycle. Okay, hence, it will cause adult mosquito to increase. Alright, so far, am I going too fast? Easy, you so smart. Alright, son, you don't want to put your answer inside the chat box and share also? Okay, and then the last questions for today. Concept tested, digestive and secretory system. Okay, digestive system always come on your examinations paper. This question is quite popular already. Okay, so the table shows the amount of blood transported per minute to some parts of the body when a person is resting and jogging. Sorry, you cannot see, is it? Okay, then. Okay, I move it back. Alamak, can you see? Okay, so you can see here part of body, leg muscle. Okay, during resting, right? Amount of blood transported per minute unit, it would be 900. And then suddenly when jogging, it become increased, okay, to 4,700. And then for digestive system, during resting, the amount of blood transport is per unit would be 1,200. And then for jogging would be 720. So how to tackle this kind of questions? Okay, you can see this kind of questions, right? What to do? There's so many informations. So what is the correlation between leg muscle and digestive system? So don't worry, calm down and take a deep breath. Okay, so focus on blood flow changes. Okay, so understand why certain body parts need more or less blood during different activities. Okay, and then the second point would be explain the need for blood. So blood supplies oxygen. Remember this one. Blood, the function is to supply oxygen and nutrients needed for different functions. And then, okay, use numbers or data from the table. Identify which part get more blood and which part get less blood. So link this to the body priorities during the activities. So let's go through the first questions for our last practice here. Explain why there is an increase in the amount of blood transported to the leg muscle when jogging. So as you know, right, when jogging, your leg muscles are working very, very hard because they are moving your body. So this kind of activities, right, need more energy because your body will work harder, right? So when jogging, the leg muscle will need more energy. Hence, more blood will be needed to transport more oxygen and digested food to increase the rate of respiration. Okay, so respiration. What is respiration is all about? Respiration is a process where oxygen and glucose are used in body to produce energy. Okay, respiration also. Okay, good. So this energy help muscles to work harder when you are jogging. Okay, next one. For B, using the information given, explain how the absorptions of digested food is affected during jogging. Okay, so how digestion is affected during jogging? So, less absorptions of digested food will take place during jogging as less blood is transported to digestive system, as you can see here. Okay, less amount of blood is transported. You can see through the box here, okay, the table here, that the less blood is transported to the digestive system, so that the leg muscle can receive more for blood respiration. So you can see here, okay, why is happen? Because the body prioritize sending blood to the muscle because it needs more energy for jogging. Alright, so to summarize our discussions today, what happened during the jogging? Muscle needs more energy. When muscle needs more energy, blood bring oxygen and food. And then blood supply to muscle increase. And then for B, how digestion is affected? So blood move away from the digestive system, less absorptions of food happen. Okay? Alright, so right now it's 4:29 already. So before we end, I would like to share, if you are interested in enrolling or know more about EduFriends, right? Feel free to reach out to our Instagram, which is edufriendsg, and then also www.edufriend.com. I know for today discussions or sharing is not too much, but I hope that this kind of sharings is beneficial enough for you, especially for those who will be taking PSLE. Okay, alright, thank you so much Easy Weezy for very actively participating in the class. Okay, bye bye, thank you so much, thank you Apple Mera, thank you, bye bye, have a great day everyone, bye bye.